stake tonight, as this is the first game of the NBA Cup group stage for each of these teams.
And both coaches want to get that first win under their belt. With only 4 games in this stage, the tournament doesn't give you much room for error.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Six to shoot. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the 3. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Number 39. First personal foul. First team foul.
From the wing, it doesn't go for him.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. From about 19 feet, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Warriors leading by 3. And here's the break. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Looking to end the run. He lays it in.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Count that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Shot from 12. Mavericks with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Just 5 on the clock. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Down low. And the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Thunder. To the middle. With the teardrop, and it's good on the way in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
1:52 left in the first quarter. Misses from close range.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
First in points off the break, and they're number 2 in team scoring. When they can be aggressive and efficient at the same time, that's when they dominate.
And, Greg, that field goal percentage you were talking about, they're the best in the league because of how smart they run their offense. You see nothing but good shots from them. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc, Warriors with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
The 15-footer and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
27 seconds left to play here in the first. Golden State moving the ball around. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pulls from the top of the key, and so the first quarter's in the books. Warriors ahead, leading by 9. And back with the start of the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Another shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And this is game 1 of the group play stage of the NBA Cup. Teams are divided into 6 groups of 5.
And while those groups are randomly selected in the drawing, there is an attempt to kind of keep them balanced with teams slotted from different tiers based on their previous season record.
Tries again, and he lays it up and in. He's got 8.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
The 19-foot shot, basket, good. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. There's the pick. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. It'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Warriors leading by 8. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. To the wing on the left. They set the pick. They get it back. They shoot again, and it's blocked.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Right wing, shoots, releases from the wing and drills it. He has 6.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Throws it up high.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Just 4 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. And then on Saturday.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. 2nd, the Warriors. 5th, the Mavericks.
You know, both of these teams really look to hammer the offensive glass on a nightly basis. So some commonalities between them. This should be a physical battle tonight.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Banked in off the glass. He's got 8.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
1:06 left now here in the second. Out to the right wing. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
He can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 12. Puts it up from 12. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Gets it down to single digits.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
The 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the...
And for that matchup with the Jazz, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Mavericks.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to...
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Mavericks trail by 8. Fires for 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And for Dallas, a fader. And it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 9.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
And for Golden State, to the paint. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Golden State moving it around. Over to the left wing. Just 3 to shoot. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. What's up? Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
and they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Fifth and second chance points, and they are top 10 in steals. This is a team that will cause turnovers if you're inefficient with the basketball.
And the three-point shooting you discussed, GA, it stretches the opposing defense to its limits. Leave them alone on the perimeter, and it will come back to bite you.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Puts up a deep three. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Buries it down low. 12 points for him.
That would be 4 in a row for him now, as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Over to the wing. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
There's a good screen. From 11 feet away. Offensive rebound. To the inside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Mavericks trail by 9. The Warriors pull it in.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
To the left side wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
1:53 left in the 3rd. No dice from the high post. Warriors leading by 11. There's the drive.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
They set the pick. Pulls it up. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A second left.
Oh, man.
And that one is hammered home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Puts one up from 19, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 23 points in the game.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Count the basket. And the Warriors lead by 12.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The three, and they get it back inside. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
All right, great pace, great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead. You guys are just making the simple pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Mavericks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Puts up a three, hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
14 feet away. It's rebounded by Golden State. Taken away. Tries it from 19, and they're able to recover. Crafty move, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Shot from free throw range. That's good on the jump shot. He has 30.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Out to the wing. Misses the layup. Mavericks trail by 12. Dallas moving the ball around. To the middle. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Warriors with the rebound. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
To the inside. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Warriors lead by 16. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Takes it inside. Shoots from the elbow. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. Warriors leading by 14. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Latrey, 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
It's stolen.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but